My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody who is more powerful than people have expected or anticipated. This could be one person or this could be a group of people, but we have Pele and transformation. There is absolutely an air of being like irritated or frustrated because whatever you set your mind to, you're actually making progress and your pursuits do not seem as fantastical or dreamlike as they once did. In other words, they underestimated you. You're being encouraged to move on or acknowledge that there's something that no longer resonates with you. Embrace the element of fire. So I do feel like we have someone who is standing up for themselves or making a significant change in their life that was not expected to be something you would consider. Um, Make a list of what fuels your passion. Take steps towards your goals. A change for the better is on the horizon. But there are people here who are annoyed or irritated by you realizing that you have the ability to make this change and you don't need their approval. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Lemonade. I am. That way I earn the Chinese food, you know what I mean? All right, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And if you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box, along with more information on how to become a member and also how to get your very own candle that I have made. I do also include a handwritten thank you note, just so you know, so you can analyze my handwriting. Let's dive in. What should we do? I think we need, I'm gonna go with the Soul Cat Tarot. So what is this situation that required transformation? User, that's a strange reason to be asking random people what their mental health situation is like. That's kind of strange, right? I don't think that's a good reason to be asking people those questions. So we have somebody who's going through this transformation. Wow, we also have Temperance. Temperance is a card that often has a woman holding two cups, and they're usually filled with water. But this one of the cups has fire, matching the Pele imagery, right? So maybe you have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart. Temperance is connected to Sagittarius, so it is a fire sign. But there is something here where it's no longer taking like the passive voice or letting things kind of stand the way that they have been. It's, you know what? I have this skill set and I have this skill set. I'm capable of walking away and forgetting you. I'm capable of making a different decision or standing up and walking out. Whatever it is, I do feel like it's frustrating for someone that you have found your power because they spent a lot of time trying to convince you that you owe them something or that you have to do things the same way that they do. Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? Hello, Foxy. How are you doing? User, if you are 17, please stop watching my content. It specifically says on there for literally every video that my videos are only for people who are 18 or older. So I would ask you to come back when you're 18. My content is not made for children, okay? And you shouldn't be asking people just straight up what their mental health issues are in order to help somebody date, okay? Just take that as a lesson. Don't do that. Hello, how's it going, Joshua? Hello, Jay Lambert. How are you doing? Hello, Melissa. I will take personal questions. We are just about 5 minutes in, so it'll probably be about another 30 minutes. But feel free. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello, Priscilla. I hope your day gets better. So we have the moon and the Eight of Pentacles. See, this is like you've been working on your fitness and nobody knows, or you've been finishing up your education, getting certified, shadowing somebody, or maybe you started your own business, but it's like, how do I say this? Your success has been a little bit of a sleeper, right? People have made assumptions about what you are capable of or what you're going to be able to do, and they're going to find out that they're wrong, because you haven't been the type to just brag or make some strange claim that you're going to be the richest person in the world. You've been fighting the good fight or doing what you need to without involving too many others, or maybe even without involving anyone. And things are about to pay off in a big way for you. That's true, third eye. I agree. Page of Swords. The Tower in the reverse. And the World. So this is more than one person who has underestimated you. More than one person who felt like they could push you beyond your limits. And you're over here like, okay, let's see. Now that we're in this situation, I guess we're going to have to like bring out the big guns, or we're going to have a serious conversation. We can't just look the other way on this anymore. Four of Swords in the reverse. Someone has stepped over a line. Someone has shown disrespect and felt like they had more likelihood of winning this fight than you did. They don't know that you have overcome more difficult obstacles than this. They are undervaluing you with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe it's just because they have a bit of an ego problem. Maybe it's because they really like to start fights. But their discernment is way off when it comes to you. They felt like they could take you on and walk away pretty easily or quickly. And they're about to find out that that is not true. That you are much more capable and much stronger than they expected. We have the Fish, good news, and the House. For some of you, this could be an online business. For others of you, this is maybe interior design or the connections that you have. But you do seem to have this really smart approach where you don't show everyone your cards. You're not going to let everybody know what you're working with. You're going to smile nice or polite, and everybody's like, oh, okay, well, maybe I could like take advantage of you. Go ahead, try. See how it goes for you. See, it's like some people really don't know how to ascertain the danger that another person is capable of, right? But you have this sunny disposition. I think you've also come across as quite intelligent, but people don't realize the battles that you faced to get where you are. And as such, they think that you're a little bit easier to manipulate than you are. Because they look at this and they're like, oh, but you're like happy. You don't like start fights. It's like, well, yeah, I don't start them, but I know how to finish them. Like, try me. Underestimating you is not a good idea, and whoever this is, they're about to find out. FAFO, I guess. Thank you, Carrie. Jay Lambert, I think now it shows the join button instead of subscribe, so I'm a little bit worried that makes it more difficult. But if you go to my regular videos instead of live stream, then the screen is different. You can see like a bigger background behind me, I know there's a subscribe button in the corner of those videos. That might be an easier way to do it. Hello, Ryan. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So if you add them together, that's the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Wands. You have protective energy around you. I don't even know if you realize, because it is partly the protective energy you place around yourself. And there's also someone else who sends protective energy your way. Doesn't necessarily have to be somebody who's alive, but you are protected, my friend. The scarab beetle is like the treasure, right? And you are seen as somebody's treasure or worth protecting. And that Pele card talked about your being protected. I don't know if I mentioned that part. So there's a poem underneath the image in this book for Pele. It says, "Tempers frayed, time to cool. Fears must not be let to rule. Work with fire's high vibration, welcoming in transformation. By the power of the dark goddess in me, protection in place, blessed be." You have protection around you, and this person who thought that they could take advantage, they're going to learn a little bit of a lesson here. This could be someone who tries to sue you and fails. This could be somebody who wants to fire you from your job and realizes they should really not be doing that. This could be somebody who tries to mess with your romantic or like love life, and they get a little bit burned on it, right? Whatever action someone takes towards you to try to cause problems towards you is actually the type of poo they step in themselves. So if they try to wish you financial strife, they will have that problem. If they try to break up your friendships or your relationships, they will find themselves lonely and unsupported. It's going right back to them because of this protective energy around you. Michael, if you go to my channel page, you can find there's a playlist section, and there are older ones on there that are timeless readings that are done by astrological sign, but based on lower view counts and less likes, fewer likes. When I do the sign specific readings, I kind of gave up on doing those. I do occasionally do all signs readings, and it's probably about time for me to do another one of those. We'll probably do that, I don't know, maybe in like a week or so. But because I've gone to doing general readings, then I allow for personal questions to be tackled at the end of general readings. So if you'd like me to do a specific question, you can add that question to a super chat. Hello, Pedro. How are you doing? Hello, Hooks. What's up? So we have Lovers in the reverse, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah. You have protective energy around you. People don't realize how intelligent you are or how capable you are, and that's kind of by design. With the Lovers in the reverse, this is like you are meant to be kind of confusing to people. The people who don't have the power of discernment are going to walk right past you and not realize what you are capable of or what you bring to the table, and that's their loss. That's because they judge things unfairly. So people who lose you, they were supposed to lose you because they didn't value you the way that they should. People who try to attack or send negative energy your way, they end up in a bad spot because they underestimate the protection that you have or whether or not you know how to throw hands. They don't expect you to be the victorious type, or they may even call you a loser, but they don't understand the complexity that you represent, or they don't understand the power that you actually hold. Justice in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse, fire energy. So whoever this is trying to control you or trying to send negative energy your way, trying to remove the power they think you have, they're going to end up realizing that basically you got like what's it called? An electric fence around you. Zzz. Like they can't get through. They're going to learn a difficult lesson. Well, hopefully they learn it. Some people might take a little bit too long to learn this lesson. I don't think it's you, though. I think it's whoever's trying to mess with you. Okay. I'm not sure that no one does cusp readings, but I think it's just because there's already 12 signs. If you count, what is it? Apicius? I can't remember. Starts with OPH though, I'm pretty sure. Then there's technically 13 signs, but then we could also do, technically each astrological sign could be split into 3. There's a lot of ways to do that. But at the end of the day, I just find it easier, especially since I tend to do like 3 live streams daily, to just do general. And you can get drawn in by the title or you cannot. Hello, Art. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day. And I would argue if you're on the cusp, that just means that there's 2 astrological signs that might align with you pretty regularly. But there's also the consideration of sun sign, moon sign, rising, right? There's a lot of options. So we have the 6 of music card, which is associated with pleasure. We cannot experience pleasure but by means of others. I have to check to make sure there's no inappropriate nudity on this card. Nope, I think we're good. This is someone who's fooled by the fact that, notice this is fire, right? Along the edges, more fire energy. There's someone here who thinks that your passion is exclusively dictated towards music, or these folks are dancing. Maybe you're an excellent dancer. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're a comedian. But they feel like all of this passionate, fiery energy is really only ever demonstrated through one particular type of activity. They don't realize, because they've made an error, they don't realize that you actually, it's like you know how to funnel that passionate energy or that fire energy where you want it. But if somebody wants to be like a problem, like you can vanquish them, right? Like you can block them completely, or you can return the energy. So because you have the ability to come off as very grounded and very calm, they think that they can take advantage of you, but they don't realize that it takes power. It takes knowledge of yourself to come through as Ace of Pentacles, calm and grounded and serene. That doesn't mean you haven't been through stuff, right? Hello, how's it going, Tyra? Hello, Kamal. What's up? No problem. Hello, Bobby. What's up? We have the 4 of Science, which is the 4 of Swords. Repose. Again, they look at you, they see that you have this ability to be calm, which I suppose we could also associate that with water energy. And they think that means that they would win in a fight against you. They think that means that they can start some sort of trouble with you, and you would not be able to beat them in a fight. You have patience. That doesn't mean that, you don't have the ability to respond in kind. 7 of Painting, which is the 7 of Cups. You are an illusion. And I don't say that as if to like imply that you are a liar, or you wear a mask, or people don't get to see you for who you really are. This is intentional. People do not see the full extent of your power on purpose. It's like, yeah, sit down right next to me. I know you're not scared of me. I know you don't take me seriously. And that's why you're going to show me all of the things, all the reasons why I shouldn't trust you, because you think I'm not a threat. But then they realize that you are. Then they realize that you are willing to call them out, or you are willing to stand up for yourself, or sue them, or I don't think I should encourage violence. You're going to demonstrate that they have underestimated you to their own, like, dare I say demise? To their own, like, detriment. Hey, Tiana, how are you doing? I hope you get some clarity on that, Jay. I'm so sorry for your loss, Libra. Sending you some healing energy. And if any of you out there can also send some healing energy to Libra, I appreciate that. We've got swiftness. Time is the mercy of eternity. Without time's swiftness, which is the swiftest of all things, all were eternal torment. Because you have been through things and because you've also taken seriously healing from those things, people underestimate you and think that they can take advantage or, misdirect, misrepresent. They don't realize that you are like a stone in a riverbed. It might start out jagged, right? Like, I think this is, hold on, it's in my mind. No, it's not. I can't remember what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's from Mexico, though. But this is not a smooth rock. You know what I mean? People don't realize that with time, those jagged edges of the rocks, they become smooth, right? Over time, anything can be softened. They think because you have this kind of amenable personality or people feel like they can approach you, that means that you don't know how to defend yourself. Were they born yesterday? Have they ever seen a movie? I feel like it's just one of those cliches at this point where you assume you're better than someone because you didn't actually do your due diligence. There are plenty of people out there that are smiley, happy, and calm and don't start, but they can definitely end it. They can take you on. You know what I mean? So there's somebody here who feels that because you have this happy disposition or because you are charitable or kind natured, that they could take advantage of you, and they are wrong. They are super wrong. No, actually, this is smoky quartz. This, I'm pretty sure. Oh, do I have that list of things? Hold on a second. Where did I put you? I know I wanted to keep you somewhere. Aha. Nope, that's not it. I have a list somewhere of stones and crystals, but do not see it. I don't know where I put it. It's like, it's gonna be one of those things where I remember the name of that after I get off the live stream. But that's just how it is sometimes, you know. It's bothering me though, because this is one of my favorites. I think it's like super gorgeous. Hey Sean, we don't do politics here, okay? Happy Mother's Day to you, Delinia. Yes, I would say it's green, and I'm pretty confident that the name of the stone had in parentheses Mexican raw. So like unrefined, whatever that is. It's bothering me that I don't remember. That's all right. I'll figure it out. Hello, Grindhard. How you doing? Hello, Angel. I hope you're having a good day. It's true, Lemonade. Did I say hello to Foxy? I can't remember. Hello, Priscilla. That's it. You are so right, Tiana. It is fluorite. And I'm pretty sure it was Mexican like green fluorite Mexican dash raw. Like not sanded down or anything, right? You help super expertly. Yeah, no, we don't talk about politics here, Sean, and you did it again. If you want to mention it one more time, I will block you for 24 hours. I don't think it's a difficult principle to follow, okay? Well done, Tiana. That sounds awful. Okay, so from the Blood Moon Tarot, we have the Five of Skins, which would be the Five of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who didn't think that you would fight back, didn't think that you would say anything back. Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Dreams or Seven of Swords, and the Six of Dreams or Six of Swords in the reverse. Dang. Yeah, this person thought that they could lie and you would do nothing about it. Thought that they could, you know, just like play in your face and you would be unresponsive or just like, let's keep the peace. We don't need to have any issues, right? No. You looked them in their face and you're like, I'm sorry, did you just lie to me? I don't think so. We're not going to do that. Hello, Lee. How are you doing? Yeah. Yazar, the moderators aren't telling you to not flirt with me for like funsies. I don't like it when people think that I have this YouTube channel to like date somebody, you know, 9 hours away who I've never seen. This is about people's spiritual journey. So when you get on the live chat and you're thirsty, you kind of look like a dummy. Like, let's not make this into a dating app. There's plenty of other places where you can date people, but that's not why I'm here. Okay. Hello, Hooks. What's up? Oh, I think I did say hello to you. Hello, Pulu. What's up? Yes, like that, Art. So we have Seven of Honey or Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Skins or Page of Wands, and Justice. Justice will prevail. They thought they could take advantage of your kindness. They thought the fact that you were grounded or, you know, maybe even seen as like a pacifist would mean that you don't know how to. Why do I keep getting the reference of backhand someone? That you would just like take whatever they said and be cool with it. But you're defending yourself. You are protected from whatever this BS is. And I do think that whoever's trying to deal with you with disrespect, they're going to learn a lesson. They're going to realize that they were very wrong to try to mess with someone like you. Or you and your friends, whatever it is. So we have the High Priestess. That's your energy. Doesn't matter if you're a woman or not. You have very, very skilled intuition, and they took you as more of like a Queen of Wands in the reverse. So sometimes when people talk about spirituality or intuition, there's a little bit of like a dismissiveness of it. And that would be this kind of person. They didn't think that your intuition was actually that great, or they didn't think that your intelligence was that great. They're going to learn a little bit of a lesson. Sorry, you have to cover the boobs. They're going to have to apologize or make things right. And they thought they were just going to be able to like steamroll over you. Ace of Honey in the reverse. Some of you are literally suing this person. Some of you are getting someone fired. They got themselves fired. Let's be real. Their actions they thought would go unresponded to, unmanaged. You know, I can do what I want. I'm bigger than you, or, you know, I'm faster than you, smarter than you. No, they're not. It turns out they underestimated you. This Page of Wands, Oh, sorry, that was the first one. This Eight of Wands is about fast-moving energy. Yeah, they're going to realize that they had judged you unfairly and that you are actually much more capable than they assumed. This is the Voyage of the Soul. Hello, Marsha. How are you doing? They gave you 3 ads already? I think they're getting worse, honestly. Yeah, gotta love it. Hello, Ash. How are you doing? We have cleanse, salt, sage, soak, detox, and revive. Because of your ability to heal and let go of energy that doesn't serve you, it means that you are able to work on all cylinders. You're not distracted or splitting your energy between different pursuits. You know who you are, and if somebody is um, being disrespectful, you know how to approach that or deal with that in a way that doesn't waste your energy or waste your time. Wisdom, unlock gateways, key, training, knowledge, and soul power. Do you look a little bit younger than you actually are? If this reading is resonating for you, there's something here where people don't take you seriously. It could be because of your gender. It could be because of your age. It could be because of your relative attractiveness. But there's something here where it's like your exterior, people judge it. Like, real quick. Like, I think it's difficult for people to step away from that practice because they feel like there's so much they can tell about you. Just seeing how you dress or seeing how you talk, there's a lot that people miss out on, right? There's someone here who felt like they could take advantage because they underestimated your intelligence or your capacity to understand what's going on, or maybe even your willingness to report them to the appropriate authorities. For some of you, you're like getting someone like disbarred or their license is revoked. They thought that they could easily get away with this, and you're over here like, no. Nope, nope, nope. Channel, downloads, clear cognizance, flashes, information, and deliver. Tomorrow, begin again, continue, ahead, better days, and relief. You have been delivering karma to a few people. You've been doing the good work here. You've been a good example for people around you, inspired a few people to change their approach, and also taught a few people that maybe their ego needs to be reduced a little bit. That maybe they assume a little too often that they're the smartest person in the room. And because you've done some cleansing, because you've been teaching some people some lessons, not like with pettiness in mind, but like, well, that's how it should be. I see there being a reward or something that you celebrate soon. Good karma coming your way. You have gone through an awakening, and as such, there's a reward, something very happy for you. This is the Zodiac Fortune Telling cards. That's it right there, Art. It happens. I don't blame you. Lemonade, that's probably the right way to do it. What else do we have? Success for you if you carry through. Your life partner will be a person of strong will. Heartaches and troubles before real success. So from what I'm seeing, you've already been through the heartaches and troubles. Does that mean that you have zero left in your life? No. But you have achieved quite a lot and learned quite a lot. And now it's time for the good stuff to start showing up. You are inclined to make people happy. You are an inspiration to others around you. You are going on a long, safe journey. I like that for you. What else do we have? Hello, Jose. Thank you for the sparkles. I appreciate it. What else? Ace of Swords in the reverse. The World in the reverse. Five of Swords. So I just heard the kid from League of Their Own. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. That's the type of person that you're dealing with. The person who feels like they can sabotage others, or they assume they're going to win, or they're going to be favored, or people will believe their lies. And it's like you have a slingshot, like, pew! I'm going to what? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I didn't hear you say it again. Somebody who likes to sabotage others or cause problems for others. They're getting a taste of their own medicine, and you seem to be the vehicle that delivers that taste of their own medicine. Six of Wands. People don't take you seriously in some cases because, like, you don't have a crew, or you don't have, like, the certifications that other people have. You've done something on your own. There's nobody in that background. Normally, the Six of Wands has other people who are like, yay, look at you, you did something awesome. No, you have been able to do something all on your own, okay? It puts you in a class that's a little bit different from most people. But it's also why people don't take you seriously. And you might get frustrated with that, but it works in your favor. Because people, when they underestimate you, you see who they really are. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Six of Swords, and the Two of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. Then it's like they don't even try to hide their shenanigans. They're just out in the open with their misrepresentation or their lying. I like it, Art. We've got the Nine of Wands, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Hermit. Two nines, and we also had two sixes. So you're able to win against somebody who has, like, minions. Like I said, you work alone. Nobody in the background. And the Hermit, do I need to explain the Hermit? You don't need to have partners in your pursuits. Some people are going to get jealous, especially because the success is about to ramp up for you. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, Six of Cups in the reverse. There's going to be people here who feel like you get success that you have not worked for, or people who feel like you get things just, like, handed to you. It's because they're jealous, okay? And if they're going to act that way, if they're going to be jealous instead of celebrating something good for you, then we know where they stand, right? I'm glad, Tiana. What's up, books? I hope you're having a good day. Oh, I'm glad you're a member. Thank you, Tiana. I don't know what that means. I love to read, by the way. My favorite book is probably still Threads about Anne Boleyn by Nell Gavin, but I also really like Jurassic Park. But are you talking about, like, like tarot read? And like the most terrifying thing I've seen in a reading? Or are you asking if I read horror books? Oh, I hope that you're able to make that work, Ash. The most terrifying thing that I've done a reading on was about somebody's safety um in a relationship that didn't seem to offer much safety. And yeah, it was hard to forget that. Um it's not easy to convey everything that I see or everything that I channel. But sometimes what I see comes through in my facial expressions, or like I cried in that reading. So I think it's just about people being really mean to each other is terrifying, you know? Oh, I love the Anne Boleyn. It is. I love the science in the Jurassic Park book. Um, anyways, okay. Internet issues? Oh no. Pankaj, there's like actual websites for that. Grow up. Lame. ¿Has ligado con una chava así? Probablemente no. Yes, exactly, Nick. I've learned to be okay with being the villain in other people's story. It's their story. They can tell it how they want, but others are not paying attention. Yes, I had to get over they're going to tell a story differently than how I am because they don't want to look like the villain. When people are always lying about how they ended a friendship or how their relationship ended, those that are smart are going to start noticing a pattern, you know? Those that can actually have a seat at your table, they're going to use their intuition. So those that really should be involved, they're going to use their head. They're going to use their intuition. So, oh no. If he drinks nonstop, I would say that's not somebody who's ready for a relationship. You could be a supportive friend without being in a romantic relationship. But I would argue if I'm dealing with trauma by using a substance, I am not ready for a relationship, right? Got to be able to ground myself and let go of that as a coping mechanism before I could actually be in a relationship, right? Hello, Catherine. How are you doing? It happens, Tiana. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.